I want to talk about presentation skills. People say to me, Ryan, I don't ever present. Why do I need to build on build on my presentation skills? Why presentation skills? Every time you whisper something at a ear hole, you are now a public speaker. You are now trying to get a message across. And whether that message is effective or not, you are trying to communicate a message. So, whether you're doing a presentation in front of an audience, maybe once or twice a year, that's not the point. The point is you are presenting yourself constantly out there. You're presenting yourself. As much as I talk about communication skills, so it's very important to understand that when I started off 8-9 years ago, and I said I am never going to be standing in front of audiences and speaking. Look at me today. But I said to my mentors, I said, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that, because to be able, leave alone standing in front of audiences and speaking, but to be able to communicate a message one-on-one with an individual was tough for me. How was I going to stand in front of an audience and speak? So and my mentors turned around and said, Ryan, if you want to be effective in what you do, you want to be a leader in what you do, you want to be better than the 85 to 87% out there, you need to work on your presentation skills. You need to become effective presenter. And that's how you build your confidence up. That's how you build your self-esteem up. If you're going to sit back and let people do the work for you, you will never be at the forefront. You'll never be a leader. And that's when I made a decision that I was going to challenge myself and work on being an effective presenter, and also learning communication skills. So, one, communication skills, absolute key. To be effective, you need to work on your communication skills. Two is you need to work on your presentation skills. And I'm just going to go right down to the point and say an effective presenter, these are the elements of an effective presentation. The elements of an effective presentation are, and I do a half a day to 2 day workshop around this. So I'm just giving you the nuggets, gold nuggets straight up, right? 50% of your presentation is made up of your life force. Your life force, I'll come back to that. 30% is your message, and 20% is your mechanics. So 50% is your life force. Your life force is your energy, your enthusiasm, your passion, your power. Just when you walk on stage, you're contagious. You just draw people in with your energy and your passion. Two is your message, and this is 30%. This makes up 30% of your presentation, of your speech, because you have to get a message across. Every time I always say, tell a story, get a message. Tell a story, get a message across. Tell a story, get a message across. That then connects with individuals. Take something back from what you've said and they work on their goals, on their dreams, on what they want to do with that message. That message has to be powerful. And 20% is your mechanics. Your mechanics is your putting your PowerPoint together, your presentation together, how you're going to do this on a piece of paper, this, that. So, but people, I've seen presenters, they use vice versa. They 60% of their speech is the work on the mechanics. 20%, 10% or 20% is their message, and the rest is probably a little bit of their life force, which is really not a life force that comes across. And I've seen presentations. I've been to hundreds and hundreds of presentations out there constantly, and a lot of times I have to say I'd rather watch two people fish, because their PowerPoint is all over the place, the presentation is all over the place, the presenter's all over the place, but yet they got an effective message to get across. They've got an effective point, effective message to get across. So it's important to understand 50% is your life force, your enthusiasm, your passion, your power. You're contagious when you get on stage. And then you got your message, and then 20% is your mechanics. It's coming from someone like me who's done a lot of presentations, and I constantly endeavor to do presentations out there. I've won public speaking contests, championships. I've won with 700 plus speakers around. I've won competitions. I've I've authored a book. I've authored a couple of books. I've got my own radio segment, an award-winning radio segment. I've done a segment on TV. I present on the stages of the world. I walk in today. I speak at organizations, help individuals be effective communicators, effective presenters. I do that one-on-one coaching. I've got online programs I run, so on and so forth. So coming from someone like myself saying, hey, you know what, who's Ryan to give us this? Giving you the effective formula. When I step on stage, you find my energy, my passion, the life force that comes out, and I connect with individuals. I take people with me. I take individuals with me. And the reason I get hired out there to come out and speak to individuals is because they want someone that will absolutely connect with individuals and connect with the audiences and get a message, effective message across. So take this, use it in your business, use it in your presentation, if I can put it that way. The formula, which is 50% is your life force, 30% is your message, and 20% is your mechanics. And if you want me to show you how to do that, I can do that. Contact my team, get in contact with me through my website, which is www.ryan-gomez.com. And I've got coaches that help me, and coaches we work with as well through Let Coaching, where I have about 8 coaches that are out there ready to help you and support you on this. So once again, use this absolute key. When you start using this formula, you take your presentations to the next level. This is Ryan Gomez signing off for now.